Hi, this is Jim Livesey, Professor of Film Video Special Effects at Houston Community College. Recently I was given the opportunity to work with some of the Ikan LED lights, and while I had that opportunity I took advantage of it by shooting some traditional elements that would be used for compositing. And what I want to show you today is some of the smoke that I shot. We can see the smoke billowing up. Now, with traditional lights, making smoke footage is a little bit more difficult than you'd like it to be. It really takes a lot of work because you've got to light the smoke and you've really got to get it in the right position. But with these LED lights, I was able to take one LED light and just position it over the smoke, and I got beautiful smoke footage. Now, why would we want smoke? There's a couple reasons here. I put together two little compositions for you real quick, and that we'll take a look at. And the first one is this bar. And so I've already gone through and I've taken this bar and I've created it into a foreground and background piece. I'm going to turn off that layer of smoke. And I did that just by going in and cutting out the background for this top layer. And the bottom layer is the whole image. I don't have to make a separate mat for this. I'm just using this as a foreground piece and a background piece. And then I'm putting the smoke in between. Now the smoke looks good, and it will look good. The only problem with it is that you're working with that black footage with the white image. So the easiest thing to do is just go in here and make a new layer, solid, white, turn that on, bring it down here, and tell it to use the black and white channel that's built into that animation of the smoke. And so now we have white smoke where the smoke would be without having the black. If we find that the smoke is a little too faint, it's really easy to go into this top layer, effects, color correct. I can use brightness contrast, but I'll end up doing a levels. I think that's going to give us a little bit better control. And just going down here and increasing the density. And I have a lot of control over this on how I want it to look in my image. And the smoke's going to move in a very natural way because it is actual smoke. It's an organic that's hard to fake. If I wanted to go in there and blend it a little more, I could use a blending mode or a lot of different effects. Another fun thing that we can do with smoke, and really any grayscale motion object, is we can actually go in here and make it into a wipe. Now, the black and white grayscale image here, we're going to use that as the definition of where our wipe exists. I've already gone in here and programmed it. I'm just going to start turning things on real quick and show you what I've got. The first thing I did is I applied a levels, and this is giving me pure whites and pure blacks, or really close to it, in the grayscale spectrum. And now I'm going in and I'm actually applying two brightness contrasts. The first one is going to go in here and change it from being white to our regular colors to black. But if you can see it on your monitor, this is not really black yet. It's a dark gray. And this right over here is not really a white yet. It's a very light gray. So I'm turning on a secondary brightness contrast, and this one's only affecting right here and right here. Everything else is going to be the same, so that it starts as pure white, has our grayscale, goes to pure black. Now, this I have to use a traveling mat as well, and what I'm going to use is I'll start with an inverted luma mat. Let me turn on these layers, and I'm just using two colors, a purple and a green, so that we can really see this pop, and I'll turn that off. And so now it's going to, as I scrub this, you can see the smoke is the pattern as it dissolves out. And it has that nice smoke look. If I go down here and I tell it to be a luma mat instead of invert, it's going to change the direction of that wipe. So now it's going from purple to green. We get those really great swirling patterns that are only found in an organic item. So working with smoke is a really cool tool to use, especially when we're compositing, because it has a real look to it. And working with the Ikan LED lights, it's very easy to shoot some things like this. Good luck, and I hope that you enjoy this tutorial.
Ikan. Features you need, prices you want.